All right, my friends, we're rolling on here. We're going to get started here in exactly 2 minutes. My name is Bruce Lund, founder, director of 90 Day Sales Manager, and soon to be Solopreneur 365. We have not actually announced that yet, so you're getting some inside information. We're going to launch a brand new virtual training platform, a university called Solopreneur 365. We're going to have a CRM that's involved with that, some really, really cool things that we're doing for 2020. And speaking of 2020, that's really what this workshop today is going to help you, start to carve out your habits and your routines and your thoughts for 2019 as we close down the year. We have 90 days left for us to close out the year. So that's really what we're going to help you do today. Go through the 4-hour workday, which has truly changed my life. So most of you that are on here that are solopreneurs, a solopreneur is anybody that is fully in charge of your business, your sales, your marketing, your operations, and of course your mindset. It can be challenging, guys. We have so many things that we need to be doing. We have a CRM that we need to keep updated. We have to prospect every day. We have to follow up. We have to protect our confidence. We have to plan, right? We have to ask for the business. We have to close the business. And we have to service the business. There's so many things that we have to do. And if you're like me, you're a very driven person. You're high D on the DISC profile. You want success, and you wanted it yesterday. You wanted it 3 months ago. You wanted it last year. And so what typically happens for us is this is where we are. This is where we want to be. And that's how we measure our success. That's the frustration gap. I want to help you guys not live in the frustration gap today. I want to help you overcome and really measure this is where I am, this is where I started, this is where I want to be. And that's what this 4-hour workday has helped me with. Because at the end of the day, there's always a list of 5, 10, 50 things that we didn't get done. And so therefore what happens? We beat ourselves up. We lose sleep at night because there's always these things that we could or should be doing. And so that's why I developed this 4-hour workday, right? Some of you have heard the win by noon concept in the mortgage world. So I was using that same concept not knowing it existed already. But that's really the mindset for me is every single day I want to be proactive 4 hours a day. And by no means am I saying you're only working 4 hours a day. This concept, some of you have heard of Timothy Ferriss's 4-hour work week. No offense to Timothy Ferriss, that does not exist. So the 4-hour work day, though, is how can we wake up and be proactive every single day with our personal development time, with our professional development time, with our marketing development time, and with our operations. And so that's what we're going to go through with you today. Now, I'm going to get on the whiteboard. For those, some of you guys don't know this, I'm a former college professor. So I really enjoy teaching people. So I'm going to get on the whiteboard today and draw up what this looks like. All right. We have a companion PowerPoint that we'll send to you if you want it, but I'm going off a PowerPoint right here to keep me on track. But otherwise, I'm going to be writing things up here on the whiteboard as we break this up. All right. Now, a lot of people in business, they talk about time block or i.e. time management. And I don't think time management exists in today's world. I believe in me management. At the end of the day, we all get the same amount of time. We get 24 hours in a day. How you choose to spend that time, who you choose to spend that time with, really will dictate your success, right? If you spend a lot of your, so it's really me management. If you spend a lot of your time in the wrong things, doing the wrong, with the wrong people, then you're not going to be successful, right? At the end of the day. So that's really what this 4-hour workday, that's where it stems from, is that part of the concept, okay? So that's what we're going to break down through with you today, step by step. There's no such thing as time management. There's only me management. We all get the same amount of time. Okay? So here's a question I would have for you is, do you have theme days? Right? So today I wake up, it's Monday, and our team, we know exactly what we have to do. It's behind the scenes stuff. I have to create content for the week. We have to get ready for the week. Right? All that kind of stuff. So it's more behind the scenes. There's 3 types of days that I operate from. I have on-stage days. That's where I'm in front of my current clients or getting new business. I have my backstage days, which is more operational, catching up on things. And then I have my off days, which for me, a guy like me, I don't have that very often. And that's what we're going to go through today with you. All right, so I have theme days. If you're like me as well, I hate time blocking, right? But the time blocking creates the autonomy for you. That's what I've learned. Most of us got into business or launched a business because we wanted the autonomy. But what we learn is time block and the daily disciplines and the morning routines creates the autonomy for us. Your plan should be easy on paper. That's what this 4-hour workday has helped me realize, is on paper, my plan is easy. Because otherwise, again, how do we measure success? This is where I am. This is where I want to be. That's a frustration gap. So as long as I can proactively get these 4 hours a day done, then I'm a happy guy, mostly, okay? I'm a happy guy mostly. So I want to help you create that sense of urgency today. What are the biggest obstacles that you face? When do you face them? Is it your energy? Is it your confidence? Is it, maybe you're a single parent, and so you have to do a lot of things with your family, right? So I just want you to help you break that down today. What obstacles are you going to face on a micro level? That's the important part here. Not on a macro level. Macro is big picture, 30,000 foot level. That's what a lot of coaching is. I want to talk about on a micro level with you today. What are the biggest obstacles? If you're not a morning person, that's an obstacle that you're going to have to face. So you need to decide is, do I want to become a morning person? Right? I'm not saying everybody needs to be a morning person. So maybe you want to wake up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe you don't, but you're going to work 30 minutes later. Right? So that's kind of the mindset here is what are the biggest obstacles and the challenges and frustrations that you're going to face every single day on a micro level. And it could be by theme. It could be by day. It could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I know by Friday, guys, at 3 o'clock, man, I'm ready to go out and have a cocktail and go hang out with my friends and stuff like that because I've gone so hard throughout the week. So that's the mindset behind all these different kinds of things. All right. So when it comes to me management, exercise number one, what are the biggest time wasters that you have on a daily basis? It could be mindlessly scrolling through Facebook. It could be if you work from home, you're putting away the dishes during working hours. You're making your bed during working hours. You're doing a lot of things that you know you shouldn't be doing. Do you have a morning routine? Every single day I wake up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like here in a second. Do you have daily non-negotiables for your business? Is it prospecting for 60 minutes? Is it prospecting for 90 minutes? Is it just a certain amount of activities that you want to get done? So therefore, it doesn't matter if it's 60 minutes or 90 minutes, but it's just a benchmark based on a scoreboard, right? Do you have the accountability? Accountability has gotten a bad rap, in my opinion. Like, we all need some level of accountability. When left to our own devices, we let ourselves down all the time, but we don't want to let other people down. So we need to have an expectation that we can manage ourselves to be consistent with and to be disciplined on, guys. At the end of the day, I know we have 20-some people that are on here and the 70 people that registered. Guys, at the end of the day, you're picking and choosing what's important to you. So for the 19 people that made it on here, it's important that you've made it on here, right? You made a decision, hey, this is a high-value activity for me. Because when I coach, guys, I've coached thousands of people all over the world. It's consistently the same things that people struggle with. Time block, time management, using the CRM, follow-up system, selling system, me management versus time management. So that's what we're going to get into today. Without further ado, I want to break down this 4-hour workday, and I'm going to put down the clicker here. Now, I will warn you, the camera, for some reason, focuses and unfocuses, so hopefully this will work out well. So the first part of the 4-hour workday is a personal development time for me. I spend 90 minutes every single morning on myself. I say every single morning. Monday through Friday, really for me, Monday through Saturday, is I'm picking 90 minutes where I'm going to focus on my body. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to focus on my mind. That's knowledge. I'm going to focus on my heart. That's gratitude. So I either love on myself or love on other people. And I want to spend time on my CRM or planning for my bigger future every single day. So this is what that looks like. I've broken it down into a 5-3-1-1 system. So think of 5-3-1-1 as 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So again, this is personal development time. I'm a big believer that you can't make other people happy unless you're happy, right? You can't make other people happy unless you're happy. That's what this personal development time. So I'm going to write up here personal, if you guys can read that, all right? My handwriting, even though I was a college professor, is not very good, so I apologize. So 50 minutes is for my body. And I actually, as of yesterday, started doing Insanity X, like a P90X, if you guys have ever heard of Beachbody. So I'm now doing 30 minutes intensive in my living room 5 days a week. So 50 minutes for your body. So 10 minutes might be more stretching, warming up, 30 minutes intensive. I'm not trying to be a professional athlete anymore. I'm just trying to maintain and protect my confidence. I do want to look good. I do want to eat right. So I just look at food now as fuel. At the end of the day, man, I'm going to have cravings for sweets and stuff like that, but I have to take care of my body. My body is my temple. Without my body and my confidence and my energy, none of this other stuff matters, guys. It's going to be incredibly difficult for you to go play at the peak level. And again, this is that PhD in human performance, the behavioral sciences stuff that I love so much. So take care of your body. And it doesn't have to be 50 minutes. I'm just giving you an example here. But I do time block 50 minutes because I know by the time I get up and maybe I do a pre-workout shake, and then I jump into my 30 minutes intensive, and then I stretch, do yoga, whatever it might be, that's going to take me 50 minutes. So that's the mindset there. And then I get into 30 minutes for my mind. Okay? So this is where I'm learning. Maybe I listen to a podcast, but I'm intentional with my learning. So I listen to a 10 to 15 minute podcast. Sometimes it's my own stuff, and I just get it better and better and better. All right? So every single day you should be feeding your mind. If you study the top most successful people in the world, it is consistently two things that they do. Number one is they get up earlier than everybody else. So they're one of those 4:30, 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. risers. Okay, I'm a 5:30 guy. I try to do 5 a.m. It's just not my wheelhouse. 5:30 is kind of that number that works for me. All right. But the second thing they do is they read. I'm not saying you have to go read an entire book, but you should spend 5, 10, 15 minutes a day reading and then creating your own content would be my opinion. All right. So we do body, we do mind, and now we have 10 minutes for the heart. So what do I do for my heart? I do gratitude. I do gratitude for myself, or I'll do 1 or 2 or 3 cards per day. So this is where I love on other people. All right. That's an R right there. So for your heart. Okay. So 10 minutes a day this is where you can have cards and write them out. Like we use send out cards. We use a lot of different tools when it comes to that. Sometimes I'll just send a video to somebody. I love you. I appreciate you. I can't do it without you. All right. And then we have 10 minutes for our spirit. Now, a lot of you would talk about spirit, a religious sense. I don't go down that avenue. Okay. I talk about it more for your own personal confidence. So I think of spirit as like a legacy. So my legacy for me is my CRM, is my database. So I want to consistently keep bringing new people into my life, into my ecosystem to give them the value. The larger I can grow my database, the more I can help more people, the more successful I'm going to be. That's my mindset. So for me, that is the spirit then, is I'm planning for my bigger future or I'm managing my database. And again, if you guys have ever heard me speak, that's one of the biggest challenges that most salespeople have is they do not consistently manage their CRM. They go to a cocktail function, they get 7 business cards. The next day, they don't do anything with those. All right. So build it into your calendar. If you know your CRM and planning is important, build it into your calendar for the first 90 minutes. So I get that some of you have kids, a lot of you have kids, a lot of you have families, and you're like, man, 90 minutes, because that says 90 minutes for you to focus on you. All right. So some of you are like, there's no way I can give myself 90 minutes per day. All right. So I completely understand if that's where you're at. So pick and choose then. Again, obstacles, non-negotiables, what's important for you in your life and your personal development. All right. So maybe you're combining these things, this body and mind. Maybe you do 30 minutes and you're listening to a podcast. All right. Maybe then you just do 10 and 10. That's down to an hour now. But guys, we get 24 hours. Take care of yourself in this process. So that's what I do. Mind. So this is whole person theory right here for you Stephen Covey fans. Body, mind, heart, spirit, all 4 parts, whole person theory, have different needs, different dimensions, different quadrants. Okay? The body's need is to live. The heart's or the mind's need is to learn. Right? The heart's need is to love or to be loved. The spirit's need is to leave a legacy. That's whole person theory. I have to focus on myself. So I could go on and on about that, but it's ultra important that you take care of yourself. Your knowledge, your skill, your desire, your confidence. That's whole person. How important is that in sales? It's vital. Okay? Then I'm going to come over here on this other side. So hopefully, maybe I'll just angle it here real quick. So I'm going to come over here on this other side. All right? So this is where I get into the meat of our selling system. And I'll bring it closer here. Bear with me as we do some autofocus and refocus. All right? So this is where I'm going to break down our proactive prospecting system. So the first part, again, is like you take care of yourself. The second part then is every single day, the point of any business is to create a customer. I'm amazed at how many salespeople do not prospect every single day. And then they can't figure out why we're not getting the results that we were expecting. All right. I'm going to break down, there's 10 categories of people that I talk to every single day. And this is another way that you could organize your selling system. So we talked about this, I believe, last webinar. We talked about how to manage and categorize your CRM. All right, so now I'm going to show you our system for how you can actually execute on this every single day. All right, so again, 5, 3, 1, 1. Nothing changes there. That's a 5, okay? And again, this is professional development. So this is where you're managing your business and your pipeline and your data, okay? So my 5 would be new business. So think of 5 again as 50 minutes. 50 minutes a day I dedicate on new business conversations. Now we're in growth mode at our company. So maybe for you and your business, you don't need to have 50 minutes of new business conversations. Maybe it's 50 minutes with your favorite people. All right, but I'm just giving you a system that works for me. So 5 new business, helpless and Fight Club people. Those are my new business conversations. All right, so helpless is I think I can help you. Every single week on my vision board, on my mental map and vision board, I go into it, I have 10 new people I want to get in front of. That's new business conversation. So if you break that down, 10 people per week, that would be 2 new people per day that I'm trying to have a conversation with. Hey, I think I can help you based on this, this, and this. So think of new people as this way too. Maybe you got a referral from somebody. That could be a new person. So it could be referrals. It could be, you went to an event, you got a business card. It could be people that you self-target, but that's the mindset there. 2 new people every single day. Because a lot of you are like, man, I'm calling the same people again and again and again. That's because we don't have enough people in our pipeline or in our database. So that's how we proactively fill this in our selling system, okay? And then I want to have 3 conversations per day where I'm trying to move the needle. I'm trying to close the business. Hey, you express interest. I know I can help you. You're going to use somebody. It might as well be me. That's why I call it the Fight Club. I'm fighting to earn the business, all right? So 5 new business conversations, 50 minutes per day. And I say conversations. I would call until you talk to people, right? I would call until you actually physically talk to people in this process, all right? So 3 would be your favorite people. In our system, your favorite people could be your current clients, your new clients, your past clients, and your advocates. So these are people who have already used your services or are currently using your services, and you're just staying involved with them. You're just loving on them. Because if we can do this right, there are 3 rewards we should get from every one transformational experience. 3 rewards. I want you guys to write this down. This might be one of the most important things you could take from today. 3 rewards we should get from every one transformational deal. We should get a review, we should get a referral, and at some point we should get repeat business. So that's why we stay involved with people. It's 5 times more difficult to get a client than it is to keep one. It's 6 times more expensive. Those who actively ask and seek out business will out-earn those that don't by 5 times. And again, this is something we have to get better at our business because we have so many people that we've serviced already. And if you're in a high velocity industry like we are with coaching, we coach a lot of people, right? It could be easy to lose touch with those. That's why we do webinars like these. We're trying to stay involved. We're trying to continue to add value to our database. Same thing then for your business, all right? So every single day, these should be the easy conversations, your favorite people. So you might want to start out with these conversations, but I would warn you, only do 30 minutes per day of this. And the reason I say that is you could talk to one of your best friends for 45 minutes. All right, guys, during working hours, during prospecting hours, again, this is time block for prospecting. You're calling to prospect. You're calling to ask for a referral or a review. You're basically just trying to stay involved with them and add value to their lives, and therefore you can't be afraid to ask for something in return. We often get what we want in life by simply asking for it. So 3 of your favorite people, 30 minutes a day on that. And then I do 10 minutes for my connectors, which in our system, a connector is a business-to-business referral partner. Think of it that way, a strategic partner, right? So for my business, there's a lot of different people that I could be asking that could be connectors for me that might never actually utilize my services. I know a lot of our clients are in real estate or in mortgage, all right? So if you're in mortgage, who are connectors for you? Your real estate partners, right? They might not ever use a loan through you, but they can connect you to more business. But I want you thinking more non-traditional. It could be baristas. It could be bartenders. It could be servers. It could be CPAs and accountants and all those kinds of people. But I want you to have 25 of these people that you're talking to, all right, inside of your database actively, 1 per day. So again, 25, that means you touch all of them at least 1 time every single month, if not more, if you're following this system. And then the last one, 10 minutes with other. All right, so my other categories are my someday people, These were people that were in my fight club. I thought they were going to buy. I thought they were more motivated maybe than they actually are, but they're going to buy someday, right? Climbers, these young hustlers that are climbing the ladder of success. Aspirational people, right? There's some big time people that I call on once a week, really 3 to 5 times per week that are in the system that I'm thinking about. So 10 minutes per day on calling a big time producer and just saying, hey man, I know you're going to use me at some point, right? I just want to keep moving the needle for you. So that's our selling system then. So again, we do 5-3-1-1, where you take care of yourself, your body, mind, heart, spirit. And then we do 5-3-1-1 of an actual selling system. 5 new business conversations, 50 minutes, right? 30 minutes of your favorite people, 10 minutes with your connectors, 10 minutes with other categories of people. But if we break this down, now we've had 90 minutes and 90 minutes. It's actually 100 minutes. I get that. I'm not bad at math, all right? But I just kind of break it down into those 90-minute segments. That's kind of the mindset there, all right? So you've done personal development, proactive time, you time block, non-negotiable. I'm gonna get it done by noon, right? That's the mindset that I'm in. And then we get into our marketing development. And I'm gonna try to write down here because of the lighting. We have some really cool natural lighting in our office. But and then I do marketing development. So every single day, I want to spend 30 minutes on my marketing development, all right? So I might do 3-1 here, all right? So 30 minutes here. Now, what does that look like? Remember we were talking about earlier, you're working on your mind? You might be working, you might create your own content and then you just do a video on it. Sometimes I'll create content when I'm working out because that's when I'm inspired. That's when I'm thinking bigger. So if you watch me, if you follow us on the Solopreneur movement or anywhere else, you'll see a lot of my videos are when I'm working out because that's when I'm fresh and I'm thinking and all that kind of stuff. I'm motivated, I'm inspired. So that's when I go ahead and do that part of it on that, okay? So sometimes, again, we can cross-pollinate these different things. Work smarter, not harder, right? Work smarter, not harder. So I want to spend 30 minutes on my marketing development every day. That might be me looking at my website and making sure that it's updated. That might be me looking at my marketing collateral. That might be me creating content. That might be me spending time on social media intentionally, loving on other people, all right? So there's a concept I talk about called Go-Giver Social Media. Go-Giver Social Media is where you love on other people. So I spend 10 to 15 minutes a day just going and loving, commenting, liking, sharing. 5 likes, 5 comments, 5 messages, right? Facebook loves me for that because of the algorithms. I consistently keep coming up. I see your name everywhere. Omnipresence, all right? So my caution with marketing, the reason I built this into this system is a lot of you spend too much time on your marketing. Some of you spend too much time on your marketing and not enough time on your prospecting, all right? Because marketing is sexy and it's all those different kinds of things. However, if we just spend 30 minutes on it a day, now we keep building our marketing. Right? We keep building our marketing. So our team, we have a bunch of free downloads that we're doing. So I've had to spend a lot of time. I've shot basically 18 videos in the last 3 days because we have a lot of new marketing content. We're about to go speak with American Pacific Mortgage Thursday, Friday out at LA Live in front of 1,000 lenders. So we had all this marketing stuff that we did. So it's the same thing for your business. Maybe you have some kind of big initiative, a big product that you're launching. And so therefore you need to spend some extra time on your marketing. But I would just caution you 30 minutes a day consistently. You can't have $1 million brand with 50-cent packaging. So that's what we're going to let you do every single day consistently, all right? So that's the 4-hour workday. I know we're probably pushing my time here. I want to keep these right at about 30 minutes for you when it comes to these sessions. So let me ask a question on here to try to get some more feedback and dialogue. What is the biggest personal personal development challenge that you have? Is it with your body? Is it with your mind? Is it with your heart? Is it with your spirit? What are the big obstacles? All right. What are the things that are stopping you from maybe working out or feeding your mind or taking care of your heart or taking care of your confidence or planning or working a CRM? All right. So that's the question I would have for you. Which of these areas are you struggling with personal development wise? All right. Or another question would be, do you have a morning routine? Right? There's a lot of books, there's a lot of science, there's a lot of studies about morning routines, why they're so important. I'm giving you guys a blueprint because, again, I struggled with this early on in my career. So that's why we had to develop this. So I would ask you, what are the biggest struggles that you have with personal development time? Because the first thing that goes is taking care of yourself. When you get super busy and you get overwhelmed and you have all these things that you're doing, a lot of the times it's because you're not taking care of this. Therefore, your confidence slips, your energy slips, okay? If we're talking about prospecting, what's the biggest thing that you struggle with when it comes to your prospecting? Is it new business conversations? Is it staying involved with your past clients and your advocates? Is it call reluctance? Is it not having a selling system? Right? So which areas then do you struggle with professional development? Again, it could be your confidence. It could be the confidence that I don't want to call the same person. I don't want to be a nuisance, right? All that kind of stuff. So when it comes to your professional development, your prospecting, what is the biggest thing you struggle with when it comes to that? So Joe put it in here, picking up my cell phone first thing in the morning and getting sucked into email. Joe, I get it. I get it completely, you know? So one of the things that I do, again, I'm like a hard deadline guy. So if I get up and I'm doing like a pre-workout shake, the first thing that I do is I might actually work on my CRM first. I might make sure while I'm drinking my protein shake or whatever it is for 15 minutes to make sure that all of my updated contacts are in the CRM and not open my email. And then I'm going to jump right into my workout and take care of these two parts. Okay. And then I can get into to where I'm actually loving on other people. All right. So I would strongly encourage you not to jump right into your email because that's one of the biggest things. Like you get in there and it's like, man, it's like the black hole. We can't get out of that email. All right. Yeah, I get that the board is kind of hard to see. So sorry. There we go. Let's do it that way. So just to let you guys know, if you popped on late, we talked about the personal development side, which is mind, body, heart, spirit. So body's need is to exercise. The mind's need is to learn. The heart's need is to love. So I do gratitude for that. And then the spirit's need is to leave a legacy. All right. So some of you, it sounds like the email is the biggest thing. Guys, at the end of the day, I talk about this. You are a solopreneur. Your results are predicated on you. So here's the question. If you're not getting the results that you want, why is it? It's going to fall into one of these categories. I can guarantee it. It's either you're not taking care of yourself, therefore your energy is low, your confidence is low, you don't have the skill sets maybe required to go play at the next level, right? You're competing against a lot of really good people, just like I am in the coaching business. There are a lot of phenomenal coaches that are out there. So I have to keep getting better and better and better. So that's why I focus on the whole person. At the end of the day, money follows attention and activity. That's why we do professional and marketing development. So the activity is I want to talk to 10 people every single day. I want to go deeper with them every single day. I want to push people off the fence every single day. I want to do a needs analysis with people every single day, right? I want to talk to my connectors and make sure I'm still the one, their go-to person when it comes to me getting their business or their leads, all right? And the marketing development is where I'm trying to get more attention every single day, all right? So 30 minutes could be content creation, business, family, friends post on Facebook. 10 minutes is go giver social media, all right? And then within all this, I do newsletter stuff every single week. So that's probably why you guys are on here right now is you've got some kind of newsletter thing that we pumped out today or pumped out this week. All right. So that's what the 4-hour workday looks like. 90 minutes for your personal self. If you're not doing anywhere close to this, don't try to start out with 90 minutes. Start out with 30 minutes. Start out with 45 minutes. Okay. Maybe you just want to pick one of these areas that you're going to focus on every single day. Same thing with your professional development. If you're not consistently prospecting every single day and then you're going to try to do all these different kinds of things, you will probably become overwhelmed. My non-negotiable for my business, 5 new business conversations per day. That's my non-negotiable. The rest of these things just happen. I talk to my favorite people. I talk to my connectors. Okay, those other things happen. But the 5 new business, because I'm having to sell myself. I'm having to sell our services. I'm having to become more attractive to those different kinds of people. All right? And then for some of you, is you know that marketing is important, but you're spending either too much time on it or you have paralysis by analysis, is where you spend too much time on it. It's like, man, I know I need to do a video here, or maybe I need to update this over here, or I need to create my own content. You know, maybe you hate doing video marketing, which is a lot of people, but yet you know it's important. So now you're gonna dread that whole experience anyways. So just be honest with yourself. Which of these areas are missing structures for your business? Which areas are missing structures for your business? All right. So Joe, money follows attention. It follows intention too, but it follows attention and activity. So the activities then are my professional development, my prospecting. The Attention comes through my marketing. All right, so that's a great question. Call reluctance. So Deborah, I mean, call reluctance is consistently one of the biggest things that people struggle with. That's one of the consistent things that people struggle with. So here's the mindset for me when it comes to call reluctance. Again, some will, some won't, so what? Some will believe in you, some won't, so what? If you know you can help people and you know they have a need or a want for your service, and you know you're just as good, if not better than anybody else, it's your duty as a sales professional to follow up to earn the business. Now, call reluctance, in my opinion, comes a lot of the times from you calling the same person every single day. So my coaching there would be, we got to get more people in your pipeline. Most of you don't have a big enough pipeline. You don't have a big enough database. You don't have a big enough prospecting suspects. So therefore, that's what we're going to help you do if you ever choose to go through our program. All right. Shanna, I spend too much time organizing into my CRM instead of making calls. Okay, so there are some people who are very analytical in sales, and so therefore it's like everything's got to be perfect. Done is better than perfectly undone. I'm a quick start, which gets me in trouble because I'm like, I want to go do this and I want to go do that. So for me, taking action isn't the hard thing. For me, it's actually staying focused on one thing. So it sounds like for you, it's like in order for you to go do something, it has to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. So just know that. There is great power in taking action. So I would recommend for you, before everything's perfect, is to take the action, to do those 5 new business conversations, right? Have you guys heard of the concept, eat the frog? Do something first thing in the morning that you hate doing. That's why I work out, even though I'm a former college athlete. I don't like working out. I just don't. I don't like eating healthy. I just don't. But I've understood that that's one of my biggest missing structures as I continue to scale and grow a business. Therefore, I have to do it. So that's kind of what we're doing here for your behavioral sciences stuff is you have to identify the problem, and then how do we increase the probability then that you can go do whatever it is that you don't feel like doing, all right? So that's actually the exercise then. What amateur activities do you need to remove? What professional activities should you double down on? So think of it this way. Amateur equals not paid. Professional equals paid. Guys, it's that easy. There are things from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock that I need to be doing that gets me paid. Those are professional activities, all right? And then there's amateur things that are not getting me paid that I need to cut out, eliminate, reduce. Now, if I can just get to 80% of that, 80% every single day, progress over perfection. That's the mindset for me. I'm not going to beat myself up every single day. I'm just trying to make progress over perfection. So, with all that being said, I'm going to break it down this way, and I said that, progress over perfection. Confidence is the memory of success. You should have confidence when you start to get momentum, right? So I worked out Saturday and Sunday. I did this new insanity workout, 30-minute workout, intensive. I was meal prepping. I haven't eaten unhealthy until today. I had a Snickers bar because I forgot to bring my actual meal prep, if I'm being perfectly honest. All right. So just beyond, like, you have to position yourself to be successful. So if you know I need to take care of myself, I need to prospect, I need to do marketing activities, then you have to ask yourself, how do I position myself then? If I know, guys, I know I'm not going to go home and work out at 4 or 5 o'clock at night after I've already gone so hard, or I might want to go have cocktails or dinner or whatever it is. I'm probably just not going to work out. So therefore, if that's important to me, I can't save it till later. I have to do it first thing. That's why that win by noon concept is so important. So we have to do the heavy lifting. We have to put ourselves in position to prosper. You have to be honest with yourself. At the end of the day, we get paid by results. That's it. And that's a hard thing. You could be a hard worker and you could think that you're the best thing ever. But if we're not getting the results, then we got to continue to work on ourselves, our personal development time. So I'm of the mindset, what got us here will not get us there. What got you right now to this very point will not get you to that next level. All right, so that's where we want to try to help you to really set the stage for Q4 of this. So it's Q4 right now. A lot of you are getting ready to ramp up for Q1 for 2020. So just so you know, we do have a special offer on here. We're going to cap this at 50 people. I think we currently have 30 some that have signed up. So if you want to go through an accountability group, it's our lowest price ever, $297 for a Kickstart program. You're going to get 3 hours of business development bundle, your marketing plan, your sales plan, and your business plan. You're going to get a private access to me and a private Facebook group. You're going to get private access to other people. All right. And then you're going to get 6 weeks of content, 6 weekly live webinars, 6 weekly live Q&As with me. Guys, at $297, you're going to do all this stuff anyways. You might as well do this with other people. You might as well do this with me. And I can promise you, if you don't like it and you don't think the value is there, we'll give you your money back. I have no problem. This is the most affordable coaching that we can give in this process. And I would also tell you that we will grandfather you in to our Solopreneur University, our 365 Solopreneur, and our CRM. You're going to get free access to that. You're going to get our planner, our workbook, our 90-day sales manager. So if you want to go through this, we would love to have you. I know we have a link there in the notes. We'll also send out another link. So it's basically at 48 hours, because by Friday, we want you to have the box with the planner and the materials. That way, come Monday of next week, you're ready to go and go through this 6-week program. And if you do the math, it gets you right up until Thanksgiving. So the week before Thanksgiving, we're going to go 6 weeks where we're going to help you build out your sales plan and be accountable to these systems. We're going to help you build out the 5 habits of highly effective salespeople tied to a business plan. And we're going to give you our influencer marketing blueprint to help you go out there and get more attention. People use the first person they talk to 67% of the time. That's through digital marketing, social media, online, offline, marketing, messaging, branding. So we have a system for that as well. So that's what I have for you, is if you're ready to jump into and close out this year strong, and if you want to get grandfathered into our Solopreneur 365, because normally that price is going to be $500 a month. So if you want it at $297, you can get that. But it's a one-time $297. Then you can just decide, man, I like this guy. I like this stuff. I like the systems. It's helping me. It's growing my business. It's helping me be accountable. It's taking me to that next level. Let's keep going into it. All right. So in my opinion, for 6 weeks at $297, it's like it's a low risk, no brainer when it comes to this. All right. So that's what I have. Any more questions? So Ricky, my Michigan friend, I tend to get into an activity and go way over the time block. Yeah, so one of the things for time block is consistently one of the biggest things we struggle with, all of us. So I've gotten to the point where I set alarms now on my phone. So the night before, I might set an alarm on my phone. But the way that I see this is 4 hours, I'm being proactive. So I wake up, I'm consistent. 5:30 to 7, I'm doing my personal development time. So I get that, again, you might have a family and kids, so you might need to figure that part out. But I'm trying to knock out all this right now in a chunk. And then I can go do X, Y, Z. Same thing with my prospecting. It's a 90-minute chunk. I'm on. I'm going. All right. Don't talk to me because I'm in the zone, kind of a thing. And then 30 minutes for my marketing. So yeah, like marketing, I think, is the biggest struggle. Like I've had that problem where I'm creating a PowerPoint or I'm creating content and I don't set an alarm. It was supposed to take me 30 minutes and now it took me 3 hours. So I think that's where a lot of people struggle with, is the content creation, their marketing, right? All that kind of stuff. So we definitely have to be disciplined and set those alarms. I set an alarm on my phone. That way I know it's a hard deadline, especially if I have something important to do that day. Like I have to set those hard deadlines towards a non-negotiable. So this gets back all the way into the main point. There's no such thing as time management. There's only me management. We all get the same amount of time. So that's where you just have to be disciplined with your own self. And you have to be honest with your own self. Like what activities you get sucked into doing that you shouldn't be doing, that are not high value activities, right? All that kind of stuff. I could go on and on and on about all this, all right? So I like nerd out over this behavioral stuff. But again, if you're ready, if you want to go through a 6-week program and to carve out your business plan, your sales plan, your marketing plan, and then 6 weeks of actual planning tools where we're going to hold you accountable to these systems to help you build those habits for first quarter next year, we would love to have you come through our program, our process. Otherwise, any other questions that I'm seeing on here? So thank you guys obviously for showing up. You know, that's always the first step. I would say just thank you for showing up. I would also say thank you for being engaged on here, for asking the questions. You know, time block is consistently one of the biggest struggles that we do have. So that's why I built this system. So remember this, my final message for you. This is how we should measure success and progress. This is where I started today. This is where I got to. Guys, there's always going to be 1,000 things you didn't get done. Stop beating yourself up for not getting those things done. As long as you were proactive and you did X, Y, Z things and you had your non-negotiables in place, I'm done beating myself up because I'm never going to be happy that way. That's going to be a frustration gap. And that's where you're going to have a breakdown instead of a breakthrough. is because you're not taking care of yourself. You're not protecting your confidence. You're not protecting your energy in that process. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.